What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and today we're launching a new series. It's the end of the year. The majority of foot items have been released, especially at that top tier, that premium quality. And today we start with goalkeepers. Top 10 best goalkeepers in FIFA 20. And I know you're gonna comment below. This is the most debatable year of all time when we're dealing with goalkeepers. Every single weekend league, I easily see different combinations, interchangeability, the consistency isn't there. Can I get some disclaimers out? Because I know a lot of you are gonna disagree with me. One of the few positions where you're in your neighborhood and you're saying, this is the best player in the game, best goalkeeper, and your neighbor's saying, I can't disagree more. You're wrong. I don't believe that hype. He didn't work out that way for me. He was cooking. He made the barbecue. But then in my backyard, he burned everything up. We're not gonna share that opinion. If you want me to talk about defenders in the next video, drop a thumbs up. Drop a like! YouTube loves the algorithm. You all love the content. We're gonna keep this extra clean, dirty Mike LaBelle. Can I get an amen? Start the shot clock. That made no sense. Do we have an instant replay? I don't know what I'm talking about today, but the energy is on the up and up. I've used all the goalkeepers we're going to discuss, and I've also played against them. And it's my opinion. Subjectivity. My opinion. And don't wait. Before we get into this, do not just comment, that's not right. Especially not with goalkeepers. Because I know some of you are going to have some fugazi choices. And I want to critique. I want to disagree. I want to sprinkle a rebuttal your way. It's not going to be a happy birthday or a Merry Christmas. It's going to be a dirty Mike intervention. I'm going to come over, pop, give you some goalkeeper gloves. In your face. Into the countdown. Courtois, 93 overall. Team of the season, 6'6", built like a basketball player. This is what I imagine a basketball player would look like if he was playing football. If he transitioned, became a goalkeeper. On a side note, I've seen Courtois shoot hoops, and he definitely proved that he is from Belgium, and he has no experience, no hoop dreams. It didn't look smooth. It wasn't easy on the eyes. It hurt me as someone who has a crossover, a little hesitation move, lay it up with the left hand, give you a dunk with the right hand. I'm not going to say Air Jordan switcheroo. Courtois is number 10. I know that it's going to go back and forth, and I'm going to give you the specific variation for each of these goalkeepers because I think we should. Some of you want to know if you should upgrade, if you keep the baseline. Is it worth the additional money? Moolah. Coins on coins on coins. Handanovic, 88. Gold foot item. I'm not upgrading. If it's not broke, then we're not looking to fix a problem. Sometimes these upgrades are so suspect, and you can make an argument for Donnarumma or Szczesny, especially with team of the season Szczesny, but I'm not that big of a believer. I'm not intimidated. We would see more Handanovic if he was easier to get into squad. You don't see him used as frequent solely because he doesn't link up naturally. If he was an animal in the jungle, just wouldn't have as many cousins to kind of bring together the collective. This is somehow supposed to be an option where you have a bunch of different Serie A defenders that would get you the chemistry that's necessary for Handanovic. Yeah, I don't know. That might have been a stretch, Mike. That might have been a stretch. Talking to the microphone as if he knows what's going on. I'm going crazy without a haircut. That's what it comes down to. My hair's not even going up now. I've got like a sideways comb over. We don't know what this is. You can rate the hair in the comments as well. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio before the model. Oh, I can already tell this video is going to have all sorts of good analogies and metaphors. That's sarcasm. I don't know if we're on to anything at this point. Footmiss De Gea. Easily the best De Gea for yours truly. When this was released, it was a really cheap or inexpensive SBC. I grabbed him. I nabbed him. I made it happen. Captain. And I thought, I'll probably have to trade him in later. But he performed. This is that De Gea after he went to the club. The dirty club. The massage that's open 24 hours. You've all seen those foot massages. I'm not saying they're not massaging feet, but we have some question marks. This is that relaxed De Gea. This is what you want right here. This is the Spaniard you want right here. We are getting revved up. Speaking about that good goalkeeper connection. Or it's the massage parlors that definitely aren't open right now. Yashin. The key is going to be a prime. Pick a prime. If you can get the prime moments or the standard prime, cool. He was known as the Black Spider, and I would be terrified to be a defender making an error when this guy was in goal, especially during these times. We're dating back Soviet Union. I'm not going to sit here in front for the camera as if I got to see Yashin play or that I was even near his error. I just have assumed that he was part of this crazy Russian goalkeeper movement, and it was very intimidating. You will feel the pressure. In fact, I pulled up his Wikipedia. Yashin earned status for revolutionizing the goalkeeper position by imposing his authority on the entire defense. Vocal presence in goal, shouted orders at defenders, came off his line to intercept crosses, and also ran out to meet on-rushing attackers. You might not even want to be one of those guys. Do you think Yashin is pulling out of a challenge? Especially back in the day? Even if you go back 20 years, what was a foul then? It might have been a red card now. And this has been universal, not just even with football, but other sports. Think basketball. Now they call hand checks, little touch and go. Can't make contact. You want to go into the 90s? People were screening. I know a lot of you saw The Last Dance. Jordan was getting beat up. It was physical. Forget about a hand check. You could grab somebody, give them a little flagrant foul. No big deal. You didn't think twice about it. It was part of the game. So I can't even imagine 1950. I don't want to be in front of this angry Russian. Areola, 82 overall. I'm not upgrading to his 87. Nope. I know what this is all about. 6'5" French link-ups. Most overpowered player in this countdown. And everyone at home better say, yep, you should be head nodding at home. I've gone up against an Areola and he stopped everything. I used him for a few weekend leagues. He got the job done. This man is certified. He was signing off on the clean sheet checklist. Did his thing. Right now, I could use Areola. No problem. Wouldn't even second guess it. He's got big hands. He's dependable. He's solid. He's certain. He's an overperformer. Another anomaly type of player. Just the goalkeeper version. We talk about Sissoko or the Saint, Dembele, and many other overpowered players that kind of fall into their own category of being able to play even late stage of FIFA. This is one of them. Michael, similar to Yashin, one of the primes will get the job done. Your choice, your preference, your selection. And I like both the Schmeichels. If you want to head on over and grab that Casper. He's always been someone who showed up for me very well in the Premier League. Another guy that's a bit underrated, not talked about, and not used as much as he should be used, typically just because chemistry. A lot of people don't have Danish center backs. If you're not going all Premier League, your hybrid combo play, it's not perfecto. And most of us have used Schmeichel, whether it's a draft, you did an icon swap, you've gone up against him. He should be in the top 10. Who says Schmeichel should not be in the top 10? Maybe that's a better question. You have the floor. Manuel Neuer. Neuer has returned with this flashback. No pun intended. He should be a little bit faster. And this is an original GOAT, an OG. Neuer has been a staple in the FIFA world the same way he's been on the real pitch. And this right here, give him a task. He's going to complete it. He's going to come back with 2 schnitzels. I'm ruining how to say that. They're not going to have you back right now in Germany. And you love Germany, Mike. You're just ruining it right now. The point is, this Neuer, yes. Now, you haven't seen him used as much as he should be used solely because a lot of us didn't go Bundesliga. Especially early on in FIFA, you didn't have the links. You didn't have that prime time center back to really bring the whole picture together. You had limited options unless you were trying to keep it cheap and run out the Bundesliga. Alisson, team of the season, 97 overall. Fastest goalkeeper in the game. And you notice it, he gets off his line. He looks like a Viking. Just gives you that, the Valhalla vibe? Valhalla? I've seen Vikings as well, and I'm not doing a good job here. This is incorrect quoting. Please don't get angry at me. Welcome to send me a link to how to pronounce words that you should be able to pronounce. You see this Brazilian, though. He's got everything on the foot item. The beard, it's beautiful. The hair, it's swooshed back. And he's going to make a lot of saves. I talked about it early on. A few of these foot items, undoubtedly, many of you will disagree and be so passionate about your disagreements. And there will be other folks in the comments saying this is the greatest goalkeeper in FIFA 20. I don't know why you're debating it. You're just wrong. Yes, he's the highest rated and he performs like the highest rated. He's in a tier all his own. And that's what makes the goalkeeper position an interesting argument because it doesn't base around stats. It doesn't base around rating. It doesn't solely base around height. It's all about feel, performance, and consistency. You need a goalkeeper that is reliable or that you feel confident in his reliability. If my car breaks down, he's gonna fix it. If it's a 1v1, he's not going to be out of position. He's not falling over. We stand tall. Van der Sar. 6'6", kind of a better version of Courtois. And similar to some of the other icons, I don't really mind which version of Van der Sar you actually choose. Yeah, you can go prime or prime moments, but I've still been using the baby. I'd actually like in the comments if you could tell me which version of Van der Sar you're using because I know there's a lot of debate here. Some people believe in those upgrades, others not so much. Most people would co-sign that Van der Sar has been a solid goalkeeper for them, that he makes the majority of saves, and he's such a big body. When I think about corner kicks or some of these weird 50-50s, a big chip chip through ball. Van der Sar gets out there, gets a hand on it. I hope that he doesn't parry it to your oncoming attacker, because I know that feeling all too often, especially throughout the weekend league. But I rate Van der Sar hands down for yours truly. He's the best of the icons. I would always recommend him. And then there might be a slight bit of bias because I've used Virgil van Dijk for the majority of this year, whether it's his baseline or one of the upgrades or even the 99 overall, and you get that strong link. And I also packed Team of the Year De Ligt, maybe a slight flex. And I bring that up because you needed that Dutch connect. That's a strong link, and I wasn't building out Serie A based squads, especially prior to Team of the Season. Forget about it. Drum roll, please. Not a surprise. Ter Stegen, and 90 overall. Not going for the upgrades. This guy I know really well. I've used him. He's kind of stolen Neuer's thunder. Dominant. Disgusting. If he gets an early save in a match and you're going up against him, he's an alien. His confidence just keeps growing. The amount of matches where I've just thought to myself, what do I have to do? How am I going to score against Ter Stegen? The only option I have is to pass it around him. I need a sweaty pass across. I gotta square this because every time I get a 50-50 or I hit it on the near post full power, got it covered. And when I'm thinking goalkeepers and I was making this countdown, I said, which goalkeeper do you not want to face? No hesitation. Standard Ter Stegen, I don't want to see him. Causes problems, disrupts games, changes games. Most goalkeepers don't alter the match the way that Ter Stegen can. And this is his 90 overall, not the upgrades. And I'd like to reiterate, don't necessarily get fooled by some of the higher rated goalkeepers. Can they perform better? Sure, that's not the argument I'm making, but they don't always translate. Just because someone's higher rated as a goalkeeper specifically, something's lost in that upgrade. Or that translation. They don't have the same glitchiness or cracked feel. And when I say cracked, this is one of the few times I mean that as a positive, where I can't make logical sense why he's defeating me, why I'm cursing this man that's on the virtual pitch, why I'm struggling to score versus him when I would score against anyone else. This has just happened far too often for me not to give the credit that is not only deserved, but has been earned from the types of performances that he has put on in FIFA 20. Ter Stegen is the man, the myth, the legend. He's on his own playing field in this year's installment. You don't agree? Perfect. I can't wait for the comments. Tell me I'm wrong. Let me know that this German doesn't change matches, that he doesn't run the show, that he doesn't orchestrate what happens and when it happens. Mozart Ter Stegen. Put it on a billboard. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to show some love in the video. I'm looking forward to some of the discussion. And I will say this, many of the top 10 is interchangeable. I don't know if there's that many players that I would welcome into my top 10, but where you place the guys on the list, so be it. I know it's debatable. You have one bad weekend, maybe a few poor games with one goalkeeper, and you said he's dead to me. I don't want to play with him anymore. I don't have that belief. You're not my guy. And you only need one. You're not going to use your goalkeeper to play as a center back or a backup holding mid, or all of a sudden he's a winger. Biggest wingers that we'd ever seen in FIFA. You get the idea. But I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.